Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Random Pets LaBARKatory Challenge, where we are returning up into the high mountains of South America with more llamas! Oh my gosh, you guys, all of the suggestions and the ideas that you have for what kind of animals we could actually be crossbreeding here in the LaBARKatory have completely filled me with curiosity and excitement, because there are a lot of great suggestions and my list has grown significantly for what I want to mix and match here with the genetics of our lab. But I have to admit, my heart is being quickly won over by the llamas, so I hope you will forgive me as we return to these lengthy camelids again today, and we go ahead and see what happens when we combined a leaping llama with a rescue St. Bernard, who I thought would be a really fun twist to the tales today. It's been a long time since we have been doing our wild crossbreeds with dogs, so if you guys have some fun ideas of just some plain puppers that we could possibly crossbreed or crossbreed with wild animals, keep those fantastic suggestions coming, because you too help me as being my lab assistants here in the LaBARKatory. But alright, so last time we kind of had a shocking discovery with what could happen with Ezekiel, the llama, and a leopard. The results were very interesting, and I realized that the llama genes had a lot to offer. So we are once again back with our llama, and this time we are going to have a little bit of a backstory once more. If you guys remember last time, our llama was separated from her group, her caravan that was climbing up into the mountains of the South American countryside so that some researchers could go research frogs in our Planet Zoo series. And she ended up getting lost in the forest, chased by a leopard. All of the stuff that she was wearing on her back ended up scaring the leopard into not eating her, and eventually the two found love in a meadow filled with gorgeous butterflies. Well, this time, the story is somewhat similar, but somewhat different as well, because in the same caravan that was scattered into the winds and into the rocks, we have another llama, Spirit! So Spirit, who is named after one of your guys' name suggestions, so keep those coming in the comments, is actually a little bit different than the previous llama we have, because Spirit's pretty jumpy. Very, very, very jumpy. So jumpy that when the caravan got separated from everyone else, Spirit ended up bounding up the side of the mountain like some sort of billy goat, which actually would be a pretty cool crossbreed now that I think of it. The billy goats of Billy Goat's Bridge. We'll save that for later. But Spirit ended up getting lost up in the high part of the mountains and wandering around for quite some time before stumbling on a small shed. And in that shed lived a very cranky old man who once upon a time was a mountain guide, and Sierra, his rescue St. Bernard, who wears her harness as she goes about the mountain range, occasionally helping with rescue missions that her owner can no longer take part in, but her fighting, honorable spirit really wants to be able to rescue people, so she's constantly going out trying to find the lost and guide them safely home. And when she was on her patrol up in the high mountain range one day, she ended up bumping into none other than Spirit, our brindle llama, by the way. It turns out that llamas come in a wide variety of coat colorations and textures. There are a lot of cool llamas, kind of like there's a lot of cool sheep. And that's because we, as humans, have domesticated these animals, like dogs. They are another domestic species. Cat, another domestic species. Some varieties of hamster. And when we tend to do that, we tend to start playing with the genetics, either literally or just kind of unintentionally, through picking different animals to breed for certain traits over hundreds of, sometimes thousands of years, and that ends up resulting in animals that look a certain way. And with llamas, they come in more colors than just white. They come in like piebald. I saw llamas that actually had this really cool kind of like tabby cat patterning, which was really fun. And they also come in brindle. So we actually have some brindle stripes on this llama butt over here. Just as an aside for a fun llama fact of the day, because I'm sure we all want to go around with more fun llama facts of the day, right guys? But alright, so Spirit ended up wandering lost and forlorn in the high mountains when Sierra stumbled upon him during her daily rounds patrolling the mountaintops. She led him back to the shed where, eventually she thought her owner cranky and creaky as his old bones are, would finally get up and maybe, you know, guide Spirit to wherever he's supposed to go. But yeah, you know, her owner's an old man and he's really, really cranky, so a lost llama. Whatever, we'll put him in the pen behind the shed. And thus, Spirit came to live with Sierra and her keeper. And as time went on, the two, alone on the mountain other than the cranky old man, ended up forming a bond. And one late afternoon in the winter, Sierra ended up giving birth to a litter of Llama and St. Bernard puppies. What those guys look like, I have no idea. So let's get to this. All right, we're gonna do some crossbreeding. Let me pull up some of the names from our random comments generator that include some of you guys. So let's go ahead and, oh, it's Susan! Susan actually ended up having a really cool build that she made for us to use in our Sahula Sands Planet Zoo Safari. Susan, how cool that your comment popped up with the random comment generator. And, oh, apologies about the demon eyes. I really can't control that, but I'm getting more and more tempted every day to remove it from the game. All right. Well, little Susan has been born, and look at her. She has some proper St. Bernard coloring. All right, so we might end up with like a whole fleet of sure-footed, maybe hoofed St. Bernards trolloping up and down the mountain rescuing people. That sounds adorable. Oh, and Susan ended up inheriting the jumpy trait from her dad. How freaking cute is that? So Susan, you are a friendly glutton who is jumpy. And you look really cute as a puppy, but I'm gonna warn you, sometimes weird things happen with those llama genetics. So just be prepared if you suddenly sprout like a nose that disappears into oblivion. All right, let's go ahead and pull up another one of your guys' names. And we're gonna have a new baby. And again, guys, if you want to end up becoming one of the animals of our Random Pets LaBARKatory challenges, oh, that's a cutie, then all you guys need to do is leave a comment, and the random comment generator might pick you. How cute! Oh my gosh! Oh, he's so cute, you guys! I love the coloring that we've got with this one. His name is Eggy, after Eggy the Egg Wing. Welcome to the litter, little one. You are a hunter who is jumpy and energetic. Holy cow. That's probably a puppers that could bring like food back for the family for sure. All right, let's pull up the third baby. Getting pretty excited about this litter. And we've got another little brindle guy with a tiny little tail. Oh my gosh, he's got a little stripy tail. Probably because he was supposed to have dad's like no tail and ended up with a long tail instead. Actually, yeah, St. Bernards have long tails, I'm pretty sure. All right, so this is actually Sad. Sad, welcome to the family. Also jumpy. Can you imagine these little ones just bouncing around like jumping beans? That's adorable. Jumpy, hairy, and smart. This is turning out to be like a really adorable litter. Fingers crossed it stays that way. And then let's go ahead and have, oh, another little brindle boy. All right, let me grab that name. And this is actually going to be Madeline. So Madeline, welcome. We're gonna have to see if you are going to join the jumping bean crew. No, but you're very energetic, a hunter, and loyal. Good traits to have in the family. I think Sierra is extremely proud of all of her puppies so far. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and have another puppers. And this little one, oh, these are like proper puppies. You wouldn't even know that their dad is a llama, at least maybe until they grow up. I'm getting a little nervous about that. This is actually Jessica. So Jessica, welcome. And yes, spelled like that, guys. Jessica, welcome to the family. And you are a hunter who is aggressive and loyal. So definitely looking out for the family pack, which is very, very apt since you left a comment asking when we will see Lily from Wolf Quest again. And hopefully pretty soon. I've got my eye out on Lily. All right, and then let's go ahead and we're gonna have one more person. Let me pull up the name. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I think you like wolves because may I introduce you guys to Wolf Guy. So this is Wolf. Wolf the Llama St. Bernard. That's kind of hilarious. He's Wolf Llama. What a name. And he is aggressive, aggressive, loyal, and lazy. Okay. I love how many brindles we ended up with. This is a good thing. I'm gonna have to see what other colors of llama and other domesticated species we might run into in the future, because having so many brindle butt babies is so cute. But alright guys, as spring wears into summer, and then into fall, and then the long winter, their second spring comes around, and it is time for our little crossbreed family to go ahead and grow up. So, they've been really cute. We're gonna roll a dice to see if they inherit their dad's hooves, and we're gonna hope that all of these puppies remain adorable and don't become bouncing, jumping beans of terror that strike fear into the hearts of whoever gets lost into the mountains. Please look normal. You're cute! Yay, Susan! You are cute. You did not inherit dad's hooves, so other than the fact that your fur looks extremely fluffy, like you could knit some sort of scarf out of it, kind of like llama wool, you are a totally normal puppers, so welcome, welcome. All right, and then Eggie! Eggie, let's go ahead and see what you look like. Oh, Eggie, where'd your eyes go? Oh, Eggie, you remind me of Brock from Pokemon right now. That's really cute. Eggie did not inherit the hooves either. Oh my gosh. And Eggie has more of a lanky pattern to it. But you know what? Eggie looks like one of the dogs I would want to save for my legacies, my Sims 4 legacies, and have them adopt him as like a family dog. Because doesn't he have like the look of like being the family dog? Kind of a stoic family dog. His expression's always the same, but you know his heart's always behind ya. I like him. I like Iggy a lot, actually. Alright, Sad, let's go ahead and see what you grow up into with that adorable little wiggy waggy tail. Oh, Sad has also grown up with that face and also an extremely fluffy tail. Sad decided to like just wear that llama wool like nobody's business, and Sad actually ended up inheriting the hooves. So let's come on down and let's put those hooves onto Sad's feet. There we go. I think Sad's more llama than dog, personally, and I could see Sad spending a lot of time out in the fields. So far the St. Bernard's snout has held steady. Will that continue to be the case? Madeline, you're up next, my dear. It is the case! Except Madeline's face she's got bigger eyes, so she inherited her dad's eyes. Is it just me, or is her head just a lot bigger too? Like, oh, and her little tail is so pointy. Yeah, like everything about Madeline actually ended up kind of bigger? Interesting. Madeline, do you have hooves? You do have hooves. So I'm kind of fascinated by this. Madeline has a huge nose. That's really cool. All the better to sniff out good spots for her family. And she can actually see, unlike some of her siblings. And I kind of love just her posture. She's like a protector of some sort of mountain valley, our Madeline. Alright, so far we've had a lot of luck with the puppies. It seems the St. Bernard snout will override whatever pointy terror can happen when you breed llamas. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely need to go see the 4th or 5th puppy from the last litter of llamas that we ended up breeding with the leopard. In any case, let's go ahead and see what Jessica is. Gorgeous! I take back what I said about the llama snout. Jessica, we need to randomize your tail because you can't have a dragon tail, my dear, but you can have... Oh! What have we created? Oh my gosh! She's gorgeous! I love her! Okay guys, like, talk about a new favorite. Jessica! You beautiful thing, you. Did you end up inheriting the hooves? You did. So Jessica, wow, I think she's like a stunner of a dog with hooves, mind you, but that's almost like a unique exotic trait that would absolutely have anybody at a dog show fawning all over her. But I really love how she turned out. What do you guys think? That's a winner. That is what makes you know that it is totally worth it to throw together a couple animals and mix their genes around. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, Jessica, gorgeous. I love the curly tail. Now, Wolf. Let's go ahead and see what our little red-eyed, half llama, half St. Bernard will become. Another beautiful creature. A creature out of legend. He may not be able to be a wolf himself, but by gosh, he's gonna be part bat if he can help it. Oh my goodness, and look at his whole brindle body. Okay, this is the kind of dog that I would put in my Sim's house if my Sims like ran a junkyard or something. And he did not inherit the hooves, I just rolled for it. Because he just looks like he would step out of the shadows, and at first you'd be really scared, but then the whole yard would be full of discoveries and you'd have a good time. He looks like a fun puppers. He doesn't look like a mean puppers, but he is a little bit of a mean pupper, so don't pet him without permission, guys. But alright, what do you guys think about this litter? I am pretty impressed by how strong the St. Bernard genes really were. They really helped to keep that jaw in line. And I'm really impressed by how strong the brindle genes ended up being from our llama, no less. And I'm kind of completely in love with Jessica. Completely in love. We've created one of the most gorgeous crossbreeds I think we have had in hundreds and hundreds of crossbreed births. So, if you guys could, do please leave a like for our wonderful mix and for this quiet little family living up in the tall mountains in South America. And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!